episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. It's All Hallows Eve. Tomorrow is Halloween. Hope everybody's doing well. It's nice to sit down, be able to catch up with y'all, and find out what's been going on in everybody's lives. Let's see here. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? It says there's what, three in here, three watching. No one's talking yet. Oh, like I said, hope you got. There's Ty. Good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well this morning. What a week, what a week. Good morning, Stephen. Good to see you. Ty, love the video you posted yesterday, man. Sat there and couldn't help but laugh at them. Good morning, Brenna. Morning, Fish. Good to see you, bud. Yep. Saw the video yesterday afternoon when it popped up. That was funny. That was funny. I got to admit, I busted out laughing when he come running out of the bank with the bank president's daughter instead of the bags of money. Go figure. But ready for snow? Dude, I'll tell you what. I woke up this morning, it was so cold. 'Cause I fell asleep on top of the covers last night. Her and I both did. Of course, she loves the cold. But I woke up at 3 o'clock. I was so cold, I was feeling it in my joints, my knees, my back, my hips. And I got up, came in here for like an hour, got warmed up a little bit, grabbed my robe, put it on, went out and laid on the couch. And um, I couldn't get comfortable, so I went back in the bedroom and laid down. It was 39 degrees outside. Of course, if it would ever stop raining, I could actually blow the leaves around here and get them out the curbside to be picked up. But yeah, they're definitely calling for above normal temperatures, above normal snowfall for this region this winter. Let me see here. Reminder, folks, Andrew, on November the 5th, daylight savings time ends. It means it'll be getting dark early. There was two different endings, but that one was better in my opinion. Morning, Tony. Good to see you. Good morning, Jan. Hope you're doing well today. Gunny, good to see you. Good morning. But yeah, it was a cute, short little skit, Ty. Really liked it. Really liked it. But yeah, getting back to the snow thing, I'm ready for it. I will take snow over 39-degree temperatures and rain any day. Any day. I mean, the wife asked me because we had to run down and grab cigars earlier, and she asked me. She says, "Why didn't you walk down there yesterday?" I told her, because it rained all day yesterday. I wasn't going to walk in the rain. I said, and it didn't get above 44 degrees yesterday. And she's like, you got all these warm reenacting clothes. Why that? why didn't you just wear that? I said, because I've got warm clothes and I've got waterproof clothes. My warm clothes aren't waterproof. My duster is waterproof. I said it was way too cold for just wearing a duster and a shirt down there yesterday. So we had to go down there this morning and get cigars. So yeah, I'm definitely ready for winter to get here. Can't wait. Thank you, Gunny. I prefer cold over sweat. Me too. It was 34 and raining here a bit ago. Yeah, when I got up at 3 o'clock, it was 36. I went and laid back down. Got up right at 6 o'clock, and it was 39 and still misting out. It wasn't raining heavy anymore like it was at 3. But yeah, it was easier to manage. I could at least throw on my duster, take the trash can down to the curb for the trash guys, and still aching, but what the hell? Lame ass excuse? Nope, not a lame ass excuse. An oh my god, it hurts to walk excuse. You do. I was hoping you'd enjoy it. It's like you said, I need to get videos up. Yep, you do. Oh, you got winter. It's 30 now, but clear skies. We are sitting at, let's see here. What are we at right now? Refresh. Refresh. Oh, we dropped a degree. We're sitting at 38 right now and just misting outside. So, it's not bad. That duster's meant to be an overcoat. Yeah, but sadly enough, the duster is so small on me. I wear it as a coat between my arms and my chest. That duster is it's just a coat. Good morning, Santee. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. I could put mine over a hooded sweatshirt. Man, you're lucky. When I first got that duster, I couldn't even fasten the snaps and then put the cover flap on and fasten those snaps. I had to fasten the overflap to the snaps going down it. I was so big. So thank God for losing a little bit of weight, but I still can't wear it over a hoodie. 25 there. Yeah, I got a feeling snow's going to be hitting Missouri and Iowa and Illinois here real soon. But yeah, yeah, yep. I was the fat ass. It's not the duster's fault that it was made a certain size. It was my fault that I was not made that size, but decided to become that size. I told the wife this morning, when we left to go down and get cigars, I said, I'm moving to Arizona. She goes, I am not living out there. There are huge spiders out there. I said, only in the desert. I said, Santee and Mrs. Santee live right on the edge of the desert on the south side of Tucson. I said, they don't get rattlesnakes or um, tarantulas in their yard. I said, they may get an occasional armadillo. I said, but they don't get rattlesnakes or tarantulas. She said, bullshit. She goes, I've heard too many horror stories of people finding tarantulas in their house, let alone in their yard. So I'll never be able to convince her to move there. I might get her out for a visit, but I'll never convince her to live there. No matter how much I lie to her. We're going to get 74 degrees and windy today, but we do get tarantulas sometimes. Mostly scorpions. I can live with scorpions. You can eat those. Happy Halloween, Debbie. Good to see you. Hope everybody's looking forward to Halloween. This very well could be I and my daughters last year going out together to trick or treat. Of course, you know, I've been working for weeks on the creeper outfit from Jeepers Creepers. Can't wait to wear that out tomorrow night and scare the bejesus out of some little kids. See how many of them I can make run away in fear and drop their candy bags. No, I'm not working on making the duster not fit anymore. I'm working on having, you know, months and months and months of Halloween candy. Just uploaded my new video, Ghosts and Poltergeist Huntings Part 5. Well, as long as it's not raining or snowing, which around here it's not very rare that we'll start seeing snow flurries on Halloween night while we're out walking around. It happens out of the last 7 years that we've been doing this. I would say 5 of the 7 it has snowed on Halloween night. Just light flurries, mind you, but still, temperatures bottomed out when it started getting dark and it started flurrying. But as long as it's not raining or snowing after trick or treating tomorrow night, I am planning on hitting one of the local cemeteries, and you know, while the veil is the thinnest, and seeing what we can rouse up out there. That's my plan for tomorrow night, and I'll be doing it alone. So we'll see what happens. 2 years ago, we got 6 inches on Halloween. I thought about it, and I just can't upload the dancing dog to my channel. Kids said no. With no little ones here, Halloween is nothing. Well, and you know, I thought about that. You know, what am I gonna do um, when my daughter finally decides that she's not gonna trick or treat anymore? And it's like, okay, well, you know, we got the grandbaby. She'll be starting, you know, here in a few years, couple years. Whether or not they drive the 45 minutes up here for us to take her trick or treating, you know, remains to be seen. But up until then, it gives me an excuse with my creative imagination to decorate our yard and actually hand out candy to some of the kids. Something we've never done here. Grandma used to do it. but that changed as the dementia and the Alzheimer's got worse. Um, After a while, she'd completely forget why she was even sitting on the porch. So it's not been done in probably the last 4 years, 5 years. So that's going to be something I get to look forward to starting up here probably next year. Um, just handing out candy to the kids, and you know bringing a little oogie boogie and stuff like that to them. People bring kids here by the carloads. Oh, Jan, we have hundreds of kids. The lady, the old school teacher that lives right across the street from us, her church comes over and they put up the little awnings in the yard, and they do hot cider and hot dogs and candy and stuff like popcorn balls and stuff like that for the kids. So we have a lot of kids that run this neighborhood. So yeah, we're gonna have to invest in a lot of candy for next year. Um, People bring good. I'll be walking through my local cemetery, sit under a large tree, and read Edgar Allan Poe. Sounds like fun. Smash thumbs up, share out for the host. Haven't done it here 4 or 5 years. Got Jay's Christmas present yesterday. Oh, that's cool. Get that early shopping out of the way. That's what I'd like to do is get you know my Christmas stuff started for the wife. Felix is easy to buy for, but the wife, no. And a lot of the things I'm looking at for her are on sale right now, but probably won't be on sale next month. So yeah, that'd be kind of cool. We were actually considering having a get together um, next Saturday evening. Got it from my cousin. We had to hook it to Big Red to bring home. Oh, I bet. Those things have a tendency of being awful big and cumbersome when, yeah, you need Big Red to haul that thing. You can't exactly hook it to the back of the Cadillac and drag it. How big a one did you get, Jan? What's the um, what's the platform length on it? Could have had a trailer hitch. Maybe maybe that's what he needs to get you for Christmas is a trailer hitch. Oh, about 6 feet. would you play any paranormal games at 3 a.m. like Ouija board or Bloody Mary? You guys know I ain't afraid of nothing, so if you bring it on. I've yelled for Mary a half a dozen times, and she never comes. She never comes. I guess, I guess she looks at my life, and then she realizes there's nothing she can do. So, fingers crossed, we getting keys to our house. We're buying again in November. Awesome. Blackstone for over a year now. We have pop rocks for Halloween at Old Tucson. Haven't seen those damn things since the 90s. I like pop rocks. I used to love them. We still sell them around here. Has anybody heard a star named Alan Jackson? He made a bar called AJ's Good Time Bar. Karaoke every 7 days. It's located in Nashville, Tennessee. Hmm. Um. Well, yeah. No Alan Jackson. Um. Why in the world he opened a bar? And well, I don't know. I don't know if him and his wife. I don't know if him and his wife still live down just north of Houston. But when I was in Texas, they lived just west of Humble, Texas, which is just north of Houston. Um, but they lived about 10 mile west of Humble, Texas. So if he's, I don't know, maybe they moved to Tennessee. Who knows? Keeping my fingers crossed. You're welcome to visit Ghostly Family anytime. Happy Halloween. I'm going to give myself for Christmas. That's what I used to do years and years ago. But, now that I have a family, I think about them. And, you know, of course, everything I want for Christmas, the wife considers toys. Um, so, I very seldom ever get what I want for Christmas. I get, t-shirts, hats, coats, flannel shirts, maybe an occasional little teeny tiny Star Wars something that the wife finds. Um, but it's the thought that counts, right? Let me see here. Is that a rifle in the background? Love me some. Where? Well, I don't even see anything back here that resembles a rifle. I thought about living in Tennessee. Tennessee's nice. Tennessee's nice. I love that area that my mom and dad live in, right in between Nashville and Chattanooga. Um, the house I get when mom and dad decide to leave this plane of existence and move on. But who knows? For some reason, he can't handle a gun on YouTube live chat. Accidents happen. But no, I started to say this right here's my microphone. Um, my skeleton, my mirror. The the kids proton pack that Danny gave me. You know, that's my son. Tennessee is where we want to be. I would love to live in Texas or Connecticut. um, I'd love to live in Texas or Connecticut. Never been to Connecticut. Texas was really nice. Texas was very cool. Like I said, I lived in the Houston area, Harris County. So you got Houston, then you got Humble, and then east of Humble is Dayton, Liberty. Um, right directly north of Houston, just a little bit, is Baytown. That was the whole area I lived in down there. Nice place. I mean, a lot of good people, a lot of diversity. Um, Take my advice if you want to live in that area. Uh, Learn Spanish. I had a lot of friends that I worked with and stuff down there. We used to go out to bars together and everything. And once they started drinking, they completely forgot their English. And every other word was in Spanish. So it was kind of uh, confusing. I learned just enough Spanish to remind everybody that I didn't speak very much Spanish. Uh, you know, um, mi habla español muy poquito. Are they going to make another Ghostbusters movie? They've already finished filming um, the new Ghostbusters film. It's supposed to be out. Well, one place says um, right before Christmas. The other place says very early spring. Um, so we only know with the strikes going on in Hollywood and stuff. They're kind of teeter tottering on whether it's going to get out before New Year's or after New Year's. But Hasbro and everyone, they have resupplied their proton packs. They just released um, um, the prototypes for the brand new Ghost Trap and the PK meters, movie accurate. And then they've got all the new Ghostbuster toys coming out for Christmas this year. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe that movie might come out before Christmas like they were planning on. I love Spanish food, my favorite. I'm with you, Debbie. I love authentic Spanish food. I want to learn Spanish for the Spanish women. There you go. Great to hear. I like the last one. Yeah, I liked Afterlife. The new one looks like it's going to be really good. The world is full of beautiful women, and I want to learn how to talk to them. That's good. That's good. Good advice, Debbie. Good advice. Gunny, just be yourself, man. Honesty and sincerity. Um, It spans the languages. Cassius universe. So there you go. Take mine and Tony's advice and Debbie's, and just smash them all together. And there you go. Be honest and sincere. Be giving. Um, After a month, buy them a car and or jewelry. Jewelry always works. And no, never mind. Don't do that. Never mind. Don't. No. Listen to Debbie. Listen to Debbie. Be yourself. Kind of the point. Gun problems, criminals, and mental problems. Well, isn't that pretty much point clear after that deal in Maine the other day? I mean, come on, y'all. This dude went 7 barrels of Cracker Jacks, went to a bar, went to a bowling alley, vanished for what, 36 hours? And then they find out he ended his own life. So, found him with a self inflicted wound a day and a half later, after God knows how many law enforcement agencies were searching for him, federal, local, state, and boof, he shows up with a self inflicted wound. What was the purpose? Masters Air follow up. Band of Brothers show on January 26th. On Apple Plus, my uncle was interviewed before he passed. He's shown between segments. Oh, very cool. I think Tony is a little more right because of the type of women we have today. People aren't what they used to be. How'd that dude in Maine go under the radar? Hey, Masha, good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning. Um, Santee hit it on the head, man. Santee hit it on the head. The dude was military. He was Army Reserve. He was trained. He knew how to get under the radar. The police were actually saying that they think that he planned this thing out in detail and had multiple vehicles parked in multiple locations so he could drive a mile or two in one vehicle, drop it off, jump in another one, drive it for a while, park it, jump in another one, and he just waggled his way all over the place. So yeah, he was locked up in a mental facility. The Army Reserve actually um, had him committed to a mental facility, and he managed to worm his way out of it. But no one thought he was actually capable of doing what he done. He hit it. He hit it very, very well. We threaten, we go to jail. Not this guy. This day and age, it'd be pretty hard to get away with something like that. Yeah, yeah. He said he was going to do it to a military base, and that was the reason, that they had him committed. And when it seemed like, you know his screws were all tightened back up again, um, they let him, he managed to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. Homicidal maniacs look just like everyone else. Very, very true. The military does brainwash to do damage. And see, that's the one thing I remember about basic training. I don't remember a lot about my time in the military. But one thing I do remember about basic training is that first whole week of basic training was all about completely tearing down and disassembling the person that came there, and building them up, building up their hostility, building up their anger. Your girlfriend or your wife is cheating on you now. Your best friends are going out and doing all the things they used to do without you. They don't miss you. Your mom and dad are finally talking about that divorce they've been going to get for years, but didn't because of you being there. They completely broke down and destroyed that child, that young adult that entered the base, and within that week instilled all of this anxiety and all of this anger and this animosity, and basically they brainwashed you in a sense to become your best friend. So angry, sad, or so much we don't know. More chance of being killed by someone you know than someone you don't. That is a statistical fact. You are right. They have to make you able to do shit that humans normally refuse to do without question. The purpose is to make a group of them versus us mentally. Um, well, even let's say what, 17, 16, 17 years ago, when my kids went in the military, when my kids went in the army, one of the big things that um, they were doing then was they were training the soldiers how to handle a home front uprising. So they were basically, they were saying, okay, we're not going to send you if something happens here and the American people rise up against the government. We're not going to send you back to where you came from, because staring down the barrel at someone you grew up with or somebody you grew up around um, is not in the equation. This guy came from Tallahassee, so we're going to send him to Indianapolis, Indiana. And you came from a little country town north of Indianapolis. We're going to send you to L.A., where you're staring down the barrel at an angry, um, warlike stranger. You'll have no problem dispatching. So, urban warfare. The war at home is going to be a tough call on soldiers. It's preparation for kicking doors down, taking pew pews away from citizens, undressing as Lady C. Hi, Joe. Hope you're doing well this morning. Each soldier is sworn to uphold and defend the Constitution. Happy Monday to you too, bud. Each soldier has sworn to uphold and defend the Constitution. Yep, yep. Every soldier I have ever met has sworn to uphold and defend the Constitution and um, defend the citizens of the United States against any threat, foreign or domestic. Haven't met a soldier yet that had to swear um, when they left the service that they weren't going to. So that's why a lot of your soldiers are very opinionated about some of the things that happens on the home front, um, because well, it's considered a threat. So is our president. We see how that works out. Do you have death penalty in all states in the U.S. and what types of executions you have, or just lethal injection? No, all states here do not have the death penalty. Um, a lot of states did away with the death penalty in the late 70s, some in the 80s, even a few in the 90s. There are still a few states that do have it, but not a lot. Not a lot. They would rather put a person up for life in a maximum security prison system somewhere, have the taxpayers pay $10,000 a year for their care and their housing and their feeding and everything. Um, which is why owning a holding facility or a work release or a low level prison system um, uh, can make you rich. You figure if you have 600 people in your facility and you're making $10,000 on each of them every year, but yet you're only spending 4 or 5 thousand of that. So okay, you have 600 people there, and you're pocketing $5,000 a year on each one of them. Do the math. Good on you, Joe. I'm not opposed to joking. Joking is great. We love joking. I know all soldiers that I know are hardline constitutionally minded. My youngest actually left the Army because he refused to serve Biden. I think Texas has a death penalty. Good morning, Bud Files. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. I'm kind of glad everybody showed up this morning. I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to do a live stream this morning. The internet's been real spotty because of the wind and all the rain and the cloud cover and everything. But when I got up this morning and it was working just fine, I was like, we're going live. Good morning, Squatch. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Happy Monday. Happy Halloween Eve. I'm going to try to get the wife to do a little bit of filming tomorrow night when we're out doing the trick or treating thing. Like I said, I put a lot of thought into with this very possibly being, the daughter's last year going out trick or treating. Um, I put a lot of thought into the costume this year, and well, I owe one of my coworkers um, for the idea, and she didn't even know what she was. One of my ex coworkers, I should say, when I worked at the little restaurant right down here by the lake, just down the road. It was raining really hard one day, and um, I wore my black wool flop hat with my duster. And when I walked in the back door, she was standing there, and she's like, "Oh my God, you look just like the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers." And boom, the seed was planted. So I decided that's Halloween this year. We're doing the Creeper. So, like I said, we'll see. We'll see how many little kids we can scare into dropping their candy and running tomorrow night. Bubba News, good morning. Hope you're doing good this morning. Gonna be cold tomorrow night, too, for the kiddos. I don't know what temperature is supposed to be here tomorrow. I know it's chilly as a ditch digger in cast iron underwear out there right now. It's actually dropped another degree. We're at 37 degrees right now and raining. Well, misting. So just enough to make you hurt and soak everything that you're wearing. Everyone stays healthy. Woke up feeling like I have the flu. It's going around. It's going around. So definitely be careful, Brenna. Don't come down with something that's going to put you flat on your back. I am good. Woke up not feeling the greatest. Hopefully it'll pass. Hope you're doing good. Damp here. Had rain yesterday and this morning. 31 here. Supposed to be 26 tonight. Oh, frickin' burr. Winter's coming, guys. Winter is coming. That is for sure. Of course, as soon as Halloween gets over with, we're definitely going to start. Yeah, that's how it was here too, Bubba News. That's exactly how it was here. It was warmer at 3 a.m. when I woke up cold than it is right now. But being in here without a fan blowing on me and sleeping on top of my covers and a t-shirt and a pair of pajama pants, I got up, came in here for like an hour, put on my robe, went and laid on the couch, finally went back in, laid in the bed, and slept for another 2 hours. So apparently I was toasty and warm. But as soon as Halloween's over with, we're definitely going to start. We're going to start driving for our holiday charities uh, that we do. Um, the whole adopt a family thing and the Toys for Tot thing with the Marine Corps that I like to do every year. Um, we'll see if we can change a couple lives this year. Sorry, everyone, I got hammered last night. Got to clean this garage so I can have a 76. Fahrenheit. Truck in the morning. Don't blame you for that. I got hammered last night. The wife was trying to get me hammered on Friday night. As we went up to the bar on Friday night that I work at, we had our big Halloween party, and there was only like four of us there that were in costume. It was supposed to be, costume contests and stuff like that. And she got bored pretty quick and decided that it was time to come home. So, we made it for about an hour and a half up there and came back home. My Dakota is the quickest warming vehicle I ever have ever been around. Has heated seats, but it's still not quick enough. Heated seats are nice once the car gets warmed up, because nothing nothing better than having toasty buns when you're driving down the road on a cold morning. But it's getting to those toasty buns that are, you know, that's the hardest part. I've already started eating the first bag of candy I bought. Yeah, until I start handing out candy here, um, we don't even buy bags of candy anymore. The wife makes sure that I have my white chocolate Reese's and stuff, my Reese pumpkins and everything, because well, of all the candies on the market, gummy candy and Reese's seem to be the best thing for a diabetic, in moderation, of course, because the peanut butter levels out your sugar, and in a sense, the thin layer of chocolate doesn't really stimulate your sugar that much. So that's why most diabetics live on peanut butter because of the high protein level. So we don't even worry about buying bags of candy now. 1 mile, it starts warming. 2 miles, it's hot. That's not too awful bad. Got these zero sugar Hershey candy bars. They're gross. We want real sugar. All the bioengineered food doesn't taste the same. Got to add peanut butter to it and it tastes okay. Yep. Well, years and years ago, before we met, I used to go to the gym on a regular basis. And, you know, I noticed a lot of guys at the gym would actually carry a small jar of peanut butter in their duffel bag. And, when they would, before they would start to exercise, they'd eat a couple spoons of peanut butter. Then between exercises, they'd eat another spoon of peanut butter or something. And as you warm up those muscles, the protein from the peanut butter feeds into those muscles a little bit. And well, needless to say, it's protein that helps to build the muscles up. So that's why we're going to drive around Tuesday night, check out all the decorations and video. That's actually a pretty good idea. We have a lot of places around here that decorate for Halloween. One lady just 2 blocks over, and I might do some filming at her place tomorrow night. Um, she does her whole yard. She's got 2 large lots, and she has got probably 100 different light up horror displays. She's got a life size Jason Voorhees in her yard that sitting right by her sidewalk going up to her front door. She's got little blow up haunted houses and black cats and moving things and noisemakers and but around here in this little town, Christmas time, um, especially out around the housing developments and stuff. A lot of the housing developments here actually do they do neighborhood contests for decorating their houses and stuff. And that's when it's really cool because you might have 70 or 80 houses in an apartment complex and they're all competing against each other for the best Christmas decorations. Well, and I never got a chance to ask the dude, but we were out a few years ago and were looking at all the Christmas decorations. One guy actually rented two reindeer and he sat in a sleigh inside of a pen in his front yard and had straw everywhere and had two deer hooked to a sleigh in his front yard. I I don't want to know what he paid for those deer just to rent them for the evening, or if he owned a reindeer farm somewhere and just brought two of his deer over. But yeah, there was people getting out of their cars right in the middle of the street and going up and filming him, and I don't know. We used to turf for Christmas decorations, all that stuff. Don't mean much to that little ones. Many post on Facebook, so we have our list and areas ready. They do that here for Halloween and Christmas. Oh wow, very cool. Like I said, we have a few of them around here that go out for Halloween. Now, when the daughter quits trick or treating, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just really go out, decorate the yard up, get my graveyard put back up here in the yard and stuff, and my my little cornstalk pyramids and dress up. And, oh yeah, Halloween decorations will cause PTSD in a 4-year-old. Yep. But I've told you guys the story before about the group of me and my sister's friends that still live back down home. That they all grew up together, and they all converge on one house every Halloween. They have the mad scientist or the mad doctor in the front yard with a person on the gurney, and they're pulling the guts out and letting them hang down the front of the gurney and stuff, and blood everywhere. They got the daughter hanging on a climbing harness with a cable going up to the ring on the top of the porch, and they got the fake noose around her neck. And when kids come up there to get their candy, she'll start kicking and screaming and stuff, hanging there. Um, they got the psycho killer running around in the deformed mask, carrying a chainsaw, without a blade on it, of course, without the chain on it. Just all kinds of different things. Christmas time to play the classic movie Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. That's a must watch every year. With our work schedules and inclement weather, we didn't put out any Halloween decorations. I enjoy Christmas decorations way better. Just started Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Gone ahead to Niagara Falls this year. The light displays are so beautiful. I've never been to Niagara Falls. That's someplace I've always wanted to go. I love the old Rankin Bass stuff. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I still watch when I can find it on the different streaming channels. I still watch as much of the old Rankin Bass stuff as I can find. You know, my personal favorite, 'Twas Night Before Christmas, you know, with the mice and the clock tower and stuff. I remember when we lived in Michigan, the Domino's Pizza Christmas Land thing. It was pretty neat. Never heard of it. I've been here for 8 years and never heard of a Domino's Pizza Christmas Land thing. They are on YouTube as of this morning. Oh, cool. It is a fabulous place. Been there so many times. Only 40 minutes from me. Never get sick of that place. You have to see it at Christmas. Oh, I bet. I bet. This coming to town is my favorite. They lit up the falls this year for infant loss. Aw, that's sweet. We have Domino's pizza here, so greasy. Yeah, I don't like greasy pizza. Yeah, I'm. That's one thing. Um, that's one thing I make sure of when I make my pizzas is, you know, the only place the garlic butter goes is around the crust to help brown it, give it a little bit of flavor. Other than that, I use my own spices and stuff in a shaker. I put on top of the pizza before it goes in the oven. Pepperoni is greasy. Good pepperoni at least, or good pepperoni that is. We Our pepperoni is a little greasy to the touch, but it's not really too awful bad when it comes to the grease content when it's cooked. Way better than Pizza Hut is awful. It is. It really is. But Pizza Hut has such good chicken bites, and the sauce is so hot. You want to try some hot sauce? We just got a brand new sauce in at the bar here a few weeks ago. That is it's a or hot honey, and you really want to make it good. You stick it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Boy, that brings out the bite in those bites. That's for sure. I used to love Pizza Hut pizzones. They have good food at your bar. I like it like it is right now, but the owners, we haven't really figured out what they're doing yet. They own a very fancy restaurant in South Bend. Um, not a high priced place, but a fancy place. And good morning, Shane. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Um, they're changing up the menu. They're changing up the appearance of the place. Um, they just went out and bought glass top covers for the tables. Got those all cleaned. Put white tablecloths on the tables and put the glass on top of them. They're wanting to completely repaint all the floors and surfaces and stuff. We really honestly think they're trying to make it more of a higher class looking place with a bar in it than a bar with good food. So I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens over the next months. I know that here very, very soon we have a local pizza chain named Monocle's that is to die for. Sounds good. I think it's only in this area. I've never heard of it. Not over this way. So possibly just in your area. I know that starting in November, we are actually going to start carrying a lot of new menu items. Indian food, um, like full meals, fried chicken dinners, meatloaf, um, more soups, things like that. So uh, God only knows what they're doing. Not too good, but I'll survive. Oh, burgers are fresh. Burgers are fresh. We do not do the frozen burger thing. Burger comes in like a 3 pound, 3 or 4 pound package, and it's um, like 3 by 3 cubes, um, all pressed together. There's 6 cubes to a layer, 3 layers to a container, a bag, and you got to pull them out. All of our burgers are double burgers. So, and I just 2 weeks ago I introduced the Monster Burger to the place. The Monster Burger, you can put anything on it. I mean, I have literally made burgers in that place that are like that. By the time you put all the different cheeses on it, jalapenos, green pepper or green olives, black olives, banana peppers, lettuce, tomato, everything. Friday I had a forklift accident. Basically, it landed on top of me as the lift fell out of the back of the truck with me on it. Oh my God, dude. Ah, Jesus criminy. Damn. You are so lucky, dude. So lucky.
Nurse is at school. Ma'am. Bye. Oh, this doesn't look cleaner at all. Crazy. Come on,
Much
kiss.
cleaner. There's not
Well,
pile.
there's an entire table that doesn't even... Why do you even have that open? So when we need to use it, it'll be piled with all of your crap on it.
It's not going to be piled.
Yeah,
That's just the stuff I didn't get into the
It will.
dirty clothes yesterday.
It will, though. We all know how you do that.
Have a good day.
Yeah,
And when are you supposed to be home?
I get off at 6.
Okay. I dumped fork truck, but it didn't come off. Didn't come off the thing. I remember back when we were doing the FEMA thing after Katrina hit in New Orleans. We were building the FEMA trailers. FEMA came in and took over our production plant. I was a fork truck driver back then. And it was storming one day. And all the wood was wet, the skids were wet. And one of our guys, one of the production lines were yelling for lumber, and he went out and grabbed the skid and picked it up, and the supervisor was standing over at the side screaming at him to hurry up and get it in there so they didn't stop They didn't have to stop the line waiting on him. Now, understand, we had 8 fork trucks and they were all using the same doors. So you had to wait for a trailer to move before you could pull a fork truck in, especially when it's running, 10 or 12 foot 2x4s and stuff, or 2x2s. And he was trying to pick it up. He was trying to pay attention to what the supervisor was saying. He was trying to watch everything moving around him. And he got this stuff picked up above the other piles and started to move. And he hit a pothole in the yard. And that whole skid just slid off his forks and it exploded when it hit the ground. All the bands broke, pieces of wood flew everywhere. The supervisor dove behind another pile to keep from getting hit with stuff. Um, definitely, one piece of equipment that always made me nervous, but it always made me more alert too because I was so nervous. They got light, auto locks, out of the lights, lift cylinder. Nurse told me my body had moved a foot back. The lift cage would have landed on me. Nothing they could have done then. Ah, she's already out the door. Shane, you are so lucky, man. You are so lucky. I uh, I heard. I thank God I didn't witness it because I'd probably be scarred for life. But I heard of a guy one time where his they hadn't taken care of the yard. I keep calling it the yard. For those of you that don't know, the yard 90% of the time is just a huge concrete platform. But I've seen them try to use an underweight fork truck to pick up an overweight load, and they get it picked up, and the first time that load bounces, the fork truck starts to fall forward, and it may get halfway forward, and all of a sudden the load fall off, and this thing flies back, and might hurt a fellow's neck or hurt his back or even dislocate fingers because he's gripping the wheel so hard. And this thing jerks him back, and he'll dislocate fingers up here at the knuckles. I've seen fork trucks roll over, but I heard of one guy one time that it actually he fell out of the truck, and well, he didn't fall out of the truck. As the truck tipped sideways, he let go of the steering wheel, and when it hit the ground, it almost completely just severed right across there. The top of the cage did, or the back railing between you and the propane tanks. Have a wonderful day, Drew, and everyone. You too, Masha. You take care of yourself, sweetie. Have a wonderful day. Have a happy Halloween. And we'll holler at you later. I've done that one of a few dozen times. 6,000 pound lifting 8,500 pound trailers. Yeah. Yep, but that's what happens, when you work at a location that they can't see spending X thousands of dollars on a big Komatsu or something to do the heavy lifting, so they just overwork the uh, smaller fork trucks to. I guess it's cheaper to repair a fork truck, you know. I guess I don't know. Yeah, I work at Stone Lake. Yep, Stone Lake Bar and Grill. The thing is that when the thing is tilted back all the way, the load is really stable. Yeah, but it's getting it lifted up and tilted back. Um, that sometimes is the challenge. Lowering the overload is where gets scary. I don't know. For me, I think having the overload lifted and, once again hitting a pothole or something like that, and that weight, regardless of whether it's directly over the front wheels or directly over the hydraulic system or whatever, knowing that that load weighs more than the back end of that truck and the whole truck wanting to lean forward. So you just hurry up and you hurry up and hit the lever and just drop that load as fast as you can to kill that counterweight. That to me is the scariest part, is not trying to keep your brain operating in that split second stressful situation where when you feel it starting to tilt, you don't grab the wrong lever and fling the load forward and just add to that momentum of moving forward. Tilt cylinders lift a lot more than lift cylinders. Yeah, I worked on a gravel lot, looking where the tires are going was a must. Dude, you guys have pizza at the bar. It is a 2.5 hour drive for me, but I'll make the drive soon. Chad, just get with me, man. Um, get with me. I'll let you know. Um, I'll let you know when I'm working and stuff. I usually make the pizzas when I'm there. Um, I've had several customers tell me that it's the best pizza they've ever had, especially when I'm making the pizza. So yeah, just let me know when you're going to be down this way, and I'll try to maybe get something worked out with my schedule where you know maybe your pizza is the last one that I make on my shift. That way I can make your pizza, clock out, and come out and hang with you, because I enjoy my pizzas. I enjoy making the pizzas. I make them for the wife. The wife won't even go in there and order pizza anymore unless I'm working. And whenever I can, I'll make pizzas and bring them home. Uh, just because she likes the way I season my pizzas. She likes the way that I put the toppings on. She likes the way I cut them. I was listening, feeling, watching. $12,000 unit fall. It was, yeah, definitely sickening. I think I have dumped 4. Never got chewed out for it either. It's because your boss liked you. You've told us stories about how cool your boss was. Was you. I was going way the hell beyond what the lift was made to do. Yeah, I'm actually trying to put that place on the map because of pizzas. Yes, we do have Keno. We just got Keno put in 3 weeks ago. And based off of how well Keno does, they're talking about bringing in, the pull tabs and stuff like that as well. But yes, we have Keno. But yeah, I'm trying to put that place on the map because of the pizzas. Um, I always try to make the pizzas. I introduced the custom pizzas to them. The barbecue chicken pizza, the chicken parmesan pizza, chicken Alfredo pizza. Um, just doing away with um, pizza sauce and putting cheese sauce on it or something that the customer's really going to enjoy more than just a tomato based sauce. I mean, our pizza sauce isn't too awful bad, but I've ever since I started doing like barbecue pizza and things like that, we've been selling a lot of those, and I seem to be the only one that don't mind doing custom pizzas. The last one was onto another trailer that was due to our extensions were too weak. The boss told me to go buy a bigger lift. He got extensions made that would do the job. See, once again, a good boss. He don't mind spending the money to do the job right, and that's always a plus on a work site, especially when it comes to work site safety, not only for the employees but also for the equipment. Good morning, John. Good to see you. Happy Monday to you. I mean, if there is such a thing. It is a nice place. It is a nice place. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot more than I did, down at the other place that I worked at before that. You don't got to worry about belittling. You don't got to worry about embarrassing situations. Of course, much like every place, we have customers that you know bitch about everything. You can make it perfect, and they're going to find something to whine about. You think it was nice when you were here before, Jan? You ought to see it now. Like I said, every week there's new changes. So by the time you guys get up here again, you may not even recognize the place. Drew, hope everything's doing well. Everything is good, except, cool frickin' temperatures and a lot of rain. I'd like to get out here and get these leaves, blown down to the curbside so the city could pick them up. But as long as they're soaked to the ground, it's kind of hard to blow them. So, all right, if you guys will excuse me real quick, I'm going to make a run to the potty room and powder my nose, and I will be right back. Gallon of coffee moves through you pretty quick. Ain't nothing in the world like trying to carry a gallon and a half of water in a 1 gallon bowl. Regardless of how careful you are, it's going to find a way to get out. Yep, it's really looking nice in there. I honestly think, um, they're going to carpet the place. Um, I just, I don't know. I just have this feeling that it's going to become more of a high profile restaurant with a bar than a bar with a restaurant. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Templar, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Good day. Oh, the best cheeseburger ever was from a shabby ass little bar with a 50-year-old grill. Well, you don't got to worry about the seasoning being taken off the grill that way. 50 years, I mean, got to work on another video project. One down, 10 irons in the fire. Left as good as I can for an old man like me. Just the usual kinks. We all have our kinks. I'm not exaggerating a bit either. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't, I mean, I clean the grill, but I'm constantly re-seasoning it. It's like using my cast iron. Every single time I wash my cast iron after I've used it, I re-season it. And I'm the same way with my grill because as you take the seasoning off the grill, it just completely cooks different. Things are more prone to sticking to the grill top and stuff. Things cook weirder, but if it's seasoned and it's but maintained, things cook a lot better. I love doing like the monster burgers. I do like a big Texas burger. You guys may remember years ago, Burger King had a a hamburger out several years ago called the Rodeo Burger. That's basically what the big Texas burger is that I introduced. You know, Standard big Texas burger. No mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup. It's got barbecue sauce on it. Of course, we got 4 different barbecue sauces that they could put on it. I grill up. Excuse me. Wow. I I grill up some jalapenos to bring the spice back out. I put a few onion rings on it. Sprinkle the jalapenos across the top. Put the barbecue sauce on, and once again, another big seller. That and the Monster Burger, which, like I said, the Monster Burger can have anything on it. I can walk all the way down the burger prep area, and then move over to the pizza prep area and walk all the way down it, and just put everything on it. And I mean, those things. How in the world you get your mouth opened up enough to get that burger in there is beyond me. Like I said, I've made a couple of them. People wanted everything on the Monster Burger, and this thing's 8 inches tall. I keep waiting to find that one person in the bar that just unhinges their jaw and sticks the burger in there instead of, a little bite here, a little bite there, where they're getting everything in it. I lived 4 blocks from the place when I was a little kid. I lived 4 blocks from it today. It's not the same today. New owners went to flame broiling. See, I like a flame broiled burger, but a burger cooked on any grill, whether it's a gas grill or a flame broil, whatever the case may be, as long as it's done right and the person preparing it watches it and puts that little bit of love into it, it's going to turn out all right. Too many ideas, decisions, and I'm too indecisive. That's why you have Brenna around. That's why you have Brenna around, so she can help you decide, what you need to. She's much more level-headed than you are. She don't stress like you do. I'm gonna tell you how many burgers I won in shooting contests, and I have bought some for others too. Oh wow! See, Tony understood what I meant. It's nice to be on the same wavelength with somebody. So like I said earlier, guys, yeah, there you go. That's why. Long time married. He understands. Helping you decide means just basically telling you what to do. Well, if she's indecisive too, then you're just screwed. Maybe your two indecisive minds together can make one decisive something and it all works out. You won burgers and shooting contests, and I used to enter, what they called grocery shoots, and we would shoot for. There might be 3 or 4 bags of groceries there. One of them's full of meat, the other one's full of canned goods or whatever the case may be. You might have a whole large paper sack full of fresh potatoes out of somebody's garden or something like that. Um, have, like I said, a couple bags of canned goods, one whole bag of nothing but meat, hams and turkeys and chickens and stuff like that. Um, but I used to enter those all the time. Put the names in a hat and draw a name. Yep, always worked for me. Okay, guess I need to have my coffee. It's gotten a lot colder outside. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to see is our temperature still dropping? Oh, 37 degrees. We're sitting strong right now at 37. 5 degrees above freezing. We'll see if we get snow flurries tomorrow night. It was amusing to me the in-laws would always think that this week he ain't gonna shoot well. I think the only time that I never shot well was, oh, well, and believe me, I shot well, but it caused a conflict in the shooting competition between the judges and the winner, because um, we were doing paper targets, and they were set up at 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards, and 50 yards. And we, the 50-yard target was a buffalo target. And the buffalo target's got the two designated spots on the buffalo's body where to shoot it that's, going to be a quick kill. And I was shooting with my old Hawkins 50 cal percussion, and I shot the buffalo right in the eyeball. I mean, I took the entire eyeball out of this thing. That wasn't a designated kill zone. And the guy who did win was not even a half an inch off center of the heart. And, they declared him the winner. And he's like, but he should have won, because he shot this thing right directly in its pupil, which would have entered the brain and dropped it instantaneous. They said, yeah, but it's not a designated kill zone. Regardless, he did a better shot than me because he still had the outline of the eyeball there and just took the pupil out of it. And, they argued. So um, he wound up splitting his winnings with me. I came home with a bag of canned goods and a ham. Only ever didn't shoot well if it was a new gun. Oh, Brenna quoted you the other night. It was hilarious. Why, what'd she say? She quoted me. What'd she quote? Speaking of chickens, Jay's all freaked out about getting the heater for the water hookup for the girls. Oh, I understand, Tony. I understand, and I told the guy, I said, I missed the kill zone, you know, but he argued that a direct shot in the eye would drop the animal faster than a heart shot. So, like I said, he split his winnings with me. Yeah, 70-30. But, I was happy. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly how I felt about it. You know, good on the guy's ethics. Very honorable dude, man. Very honorable dude. Wish he was still around. Sadly enough, I think he probably passed away, God, a decade ago. But there were more people like that in the world. It'd be a little cooler place to hang out. Ah, good coffee. She punched me in the hip, and without skipping a beat, after she said, ouch, she said, fucking cheeseburger. I wish I still possessed that eyesight. Me too, brother. Me too. I've actually got an appointment November with the eye doctor. Um, now that the haze is starting to set into the left eye, they're ready to finally do something. So I've got an appointment next month with my optometrist, so they can give me the eye test and figure out if they can do anything corrective. Because we don't know if it's glaucoma, we don't know if it's cataracts, we don't know if it's um, diabetic retinopathy. We have no clue what it is yet. So hopefully we'll find out next month, and we can get something scheduled, whether it's eye surgery or whatever the case may be. And I might be able to get a little bit of that crispiness back again. At least get rid of this blurry shit that I deal with on a daily basis. Because it used to be when I went to work, just not a month ago, when I went to work, this eye was always um, has had that haze now for a while. You guys have known about it, but just here a month ago, I could go into work and I could read the tickets, I could read the computer screen, I could read everything very clearly. And in the last month, I've noticed I'm starting to get that white aura, that hazy aura around all the lights. The brighter it is, the worse it is. So this winter, if we don't get it fixed, sunlight on that snow, I'll be blind as a bat. I have a center vision astigmatism, mm, which I can correct with glasses, but I can't see 3 feet or so with the glasses on. Hmm. Yeah, I just hope it's something they can fix. I cannot see. Number one, when I had my eye surgery, they put in a lens for the astigmatism. So glasses, I no iron sights. Hmm. So I'm left to a scope to hunt. I don't know. I think I prefer the iron sights being way down the barrel than than having that scope this far from my glasses. Drew the bear is dancing again this morning. Wow, the scope can correct for the eye fault. That makes sense. That makes sense. The bear is dancing again this morning. That's too hilarious, man. When you sent me that video, all I could do was laugh. I don't quite understand why the kids don't want that video up, though. That was hilarious. It'd be great. Especially if she's dancing and singing at the same time. You know, you put on the right music, get that boo, boo. And deer hunting, 44 mag handgun. Huh. Which is far enough out there I can do the sights. Yeah, definitely so. My God, has it? Oh, it's almost been 2 hours already. We only got like 12 minutes left. Wow. But it looks like it might be the last year for that. Why so? They haven't put you in the ground yet. You still got a lot of years of killing small woodland creatures left in you, Tony. Oh, my eyes are getting worse. Happens to the best of us, brother. Happens to the best of us. But I meant putting the scope on a handgun. I got you. I got you. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, and I tell you what, I was really looking forward to sitting down and doing this morning. You know, with my messed up work schedule, I very seldom get a chance to come in here and do the live streams like I like doing. So, you know, I when I get a chance to actually do one, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, 2024 will make miracles happen. We'll see. The only the only the only way I see things changing in 2024 is if that wealthy benefactor gets a hold of me and sends me that check for like 100 grand, so I can pay off the last $36,000 owed on the house, and um, I won't have to work as much anymore. So start giving me more time to start showing up in my videos again, and still make sure things are getting paid here, and the why it's not all on the wife's shoulders and stuff like that. So we'll see. Not stopping hunting until I'm dead. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Never stop doing what you love to do, man. Your arteries will sit around and harden, and you'll lose that love of waking up every day. That's why I'm glad this eye's finally getting affected, because it's getting to the point where it's really hard to work on the videos and stuff, um, to do the green screening and things like that, because I can't see the screen as well as I did, you know, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. And it just, I mean, especially when it comes to typing, I'm constantly having to have somebody else proofread everything that I typed to make sure I didn't hit anything wrong. So luckily, the editing program that I use to make the videos, whenever something is misspelled, it puts a bright red line under that word. So if I shut out all the lights around me and sit there and read everything I've typed, I can usually detect that bright red line on a black screen. And that helps me to go back in and make corrections where I need to. But sometimes I do have to have Felix or, her friend that comes over here proofread what I do to make sure that I've not misspelled anything. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll be able to do more when we pay off this house and the cabin building. Definitely. It's an even number. Who knows? We'll see. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. By the end of 24, we should be good. Back had a small emergency at work. They need me to fix. Well, at least it was a small emergency. It's nothing major. So at least you were able to fix it pretty quick. Not that we're bad now. As long as you're comfortable, that's all that matters. When you stress and worry, you know, when you stress and worry on a daily basis about how this is going to be taken care of or that's going to be taken care of, it don't do anything but make you age a little bit faster. That's why I try to laugh at everything. I'm, I was laying in bed last night, and it's weird because you know I was just laying there and I was thinking, my God, I might have 35, maybe if I'm lucky, 40 years left on this planet. So I'm not in any big rush to die. Been there, done that, bought a t shirt, gave it away in a garage sale. I'm not going to stress about things. I laugh at everything, I make everything a joke. It's not worth it. So being comfortable, able to pay your bills, able to keep um, able to keep food in your fridge. Maybe once in a while, go out and splurge on something you really want. It's all important. It's all important. Our bills are paid. We have food, bills. Bill's a very rich man. Bill is a very rich man. You are right about that. Oh, I got the. Well, it's like I told you a couple weeks ago. Thank God he's not your seeing eye dog. Because you would be screwed. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he took it well. I'm sure he took it very, very well. I'm sure right now he's planning your demise. You just don't know it yet. One day, one day he'll make his intentions known. You're going to fall asleep in your lazy boy with the footrest up. You're going to wake up to him eating your foot or something. He's going to get into your man cave and chew the stalk off your favorite gun. You know, something. The day after he was lethargic, but since he has been in exactly the same pain in the ass, he's always been. But at least you know the wealthy benefactor's name is Bill. Is it Bill? Well, you know, Bill is a very wealthy man. Everyone must be sending the checks to the wrong place. Haven't seen any yet. Apparently. That's how the game works, I guess. It's funny, when your name's Bill, those checks never come to your house. They always go to somebody else. So apparently Bill's just one very wealthy individual hiding somewhere, just getting rich. That's what it is. It's different middle names. Bill Lights, Bill Groceries. Yep. Yep. Bill Gas. Bill House. Bill Car. Bill Insurance. You know, all that really cool stuff. You too, Fish. You take care of yourself, man. Have a good day. Hope to see you soon, man. Well, two good things for us. We're about ready to pay off the new gutters and the dishwasher. One of these days, I might get the new dishwasher installed, um, and then I won't have to spend so much time doing dishes. Just one less bills in Jamaica drinking it all. Yeah, exactly. When I say I'll send you the bill, it may have two meanings. I think my new old Suburban has a rear differential going out. Go figure. Which is one thing I broke on the other one. Wow. Yeah, I wish we could have too. But, you know, we'll figure it out one way or another. It ain't broke, so it isn't horrible to fix. It's a good point. See? Look at you. Looking for the silver lining around that dark cloud. I'm proud of you. Hey, Chris. Happy Halloween to you too, my friend. Happy Halloween to you too. But all right, guys and gals, it is that time. It is time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a... Time for me to be like a booger, you know, stuck in your mustache and booger off. So, time to get busy on this week's videos. So, you guys all have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Halloween. Take care. And hopefully, we'll catch y'all on Friday morning. Hopefully. We'll see. Right now, I'm not supposed to go until noon, but that don't mean that once again, as normal, the guy that's supposed to open will call me up and say, I need you to open for me so I can get my dad ready. He has a doctor's appointment. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm out of here. Y'all take care. We'll catch you later. Happy Halloween, y'all.